Are you trying to learn Chinese and order your favorite Chinese food in your favorite Chinese restaurants and having the ability to speak with over 1 billion of people in their native language? Do you know what are the hard things in learning both of these languages? Do you know what are the easy things in learning of both of these languages? If you want to know the answers of these questions, keep watching my video. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Marbella Ramos. For the people that doesn't know me, I am a language lover. I love to learn languages, and I think that learning a language is something that you could acquire as a gift and not something to be wasted. And if you love learning languages, if you enjoy learning languages and also want to learn a language and you want tips and advices on learning a language, I recommend you to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you can be one of the first people to watch my videos. I try to publish once a week. If not, I publish every 2 weeks, so you could be informed early on. And so before I start talking about these languages, I want to start with a question for you. What are your reasons to learn these languages? What causes you or what motivates you to learn these languages? Do you want to study, or do you want to live in China? Do you want to just learn another language and have the ability to speak with many other people in their native language? What are the reasons that causes you to learn that language? Because those reasons will make you or will motivate you to continue learning that language. One of the hardest languages to learn in the world, and it's because its grammar and its writing, it's just way more different than what English speakers use or what other countries use. So I want you to have in mind that the reasons that you have in your mind are gonna make you to learn or are gonna motivate you to learn that language. I'm gonna start talking about Chinese. What are some hard things and what are some easy things in learning Chinese? So some things that make Chinese a hard language to learn are characters, intonations, and grammar. I'm gonna start talking about these 3 things first, and then I'm gonna talk about the easy things in this language. I know you want to learn Chinese so badly, but it's so hard that you don't know even where to start. You love its culture, you love their songs, you also love their C-dramas, and what you maybe mainly like, it's their food, right? Well, I do too. I love Chinese food, and it's one of my favorite foods. Chinese is a beautiful language. Chinese has a beautiful culture, and there are so many difficulties. Well, many people describe it as a very difficult language. Well, maybe in the beginning, but little by little you will get used to it. And what we're going to talk about that is one of the most important things in Chinese language is their intonations. Chinese language has 4 intonations, and intonations in Chinese are very important because when you speak in Chinese, the intonations can have different meanings. So let me set you an example. The word or character ma. There are 4 ways or 4 tones to say this word. It's ma. 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 You could see the difference, and all of these tones have different meanings. And I know it could seem hard in the beginning, but little by little you get used to it, and it can seem difficult because you need to get the hang of it in speaking the language with the intonations. And in the beginning you could do many mistakes when doing the intonations because there are so many words in the Chinese language. And that sets me to the second point, and it's their characters. In Chinese, there are no alphabets. In Chinese, you just need to learn the words just like they are, just how they are, and they just exist because they just exist. and there's no other way to learn Chinese. Chinese has many different words. I don't know how many characters there is in total, but they are very important. You just need to learn them just like that, with including the intonation. Like, yeah, I hope it makes sense. You just need to learn the words, you just need to learn the characters just like that. You just need to deal with the language just like that. You just need to know what they mean and what their intonations are. And the third thing that makes it hard is the grammar. Grammar is difficult, but not difficult. So it is difficult because when you're talking about time, when you're talking about where, when you're talking about when, you need to change grammar, Chinese grammar a little. So, but if you're trying to talk about something basic, it's just subject, verb, and object. But when you're talking about time or where, you need to put that first and then you need to put the verb. So let me give you another examples. I want to give you examples so you could understand what I try to say. So let's give you the first one. 我在家,我在家. I am in home. I am in the house. And if you want to say I am studying at home, you won't be saying 我学习在家. You will never say that in Chinese. You need to say 我在家学习. Let me tell you another example. So, I am in the restaurant, you would just say 我在饭馆, 我在饭馆. But when you're saying I am eating at the restaurant, you would be saying 我在饭馆吃, 我在饭馆吃. You can see the difference when I'm talking about changing grammar. It could be easy and it could be hard sometimes. Some easy stuff when learning Chinese. Peace. I know it's peace. You just want to know the easy stuff. You just want to know what is easy. But you need to deal with the hard stuff also, my friend. Like, I prefer dealing with the hard stuff and then get used to it and then getting into the easy stuff. Well, in my opinion. Well, everybody has different opinions, but you need to deal, you can escape from the hard stuff in Chinese or in Korean, so. But here's just some easy stuff for you. So, easy things in Chinese are pinyin / intonations. I know I'm talking about it again. 2, verb change, like present, past, and also the nouns. So let's start with intonations. Again, there is something that is called pinyin, and this makes you learn the intonations. Hooray! This helps you understand or helps you get used to the intonations. Pinyin is a great way, or is a great thing to learn when learning intonations. As I said before, there are 4 intonations. In Cantonese, there are 6. So you're just learning 4, but you're trying to learn Cantonese, there's 6, so it's harder. So it's not very hard learning pinyin. Number 2. That was 4 fingers. Number 2. The verb. To talk about the past, you just need to add la. I just ate, or I ate. 我吃了. 我吃了. I ate. Or I went to my mom's house. 我去我妈妈家了. It's just easy. It's very easy. Just add la for past. When you're talking about present progressive, you're talking about something that you're doing right now, in this instance, in this moment, you add zai. Zai. So let's see. I am eating. 我在吃。我在吃。I am talking. 我在说。我在说。So you just don't need to add so many things like in English. When you're talking about some verbs, there's some irregular verbs. In Chinese, that isn't very difficult. You just need to add, and that's it. Period. The last thing, the third and final thing, it's their nouns. In Chinese, there are no feminine, there's no masculine nouns, so you just add them just like that. So if you want to say my house, you would say 我家 or 我的家. You just need to add the because that's a possession. So 他的家 or 他家. So in French, in Spanish, in German, there are masculine, there are feminine words, which makes the language more difficult to learn. But in Chinese, you just add them like that. It's 我家, my house, her house, 他家, his house, 他家, its house, 他家, 他家, like 他家. So there's something easy there. And I know I repeated so much. 他家. Okay, but forget about it. Now what language do I recommend you learning? I prefer not to say, but if you want to learn one of these languages, I recommend you learning or start with Japanese. What? Japanese? But you're not learning Japanese. I'm not learning Japanese because I have other language, or I'm prioritizing other languages rather than Japanese. But I say Japanese because Japanese has some part of Chinese characters, but also has the same grammar as Korean. But if you don't want to learn Japanese and you specifically want to learn Korean or Chinese, I recommend you learning Korean because I think many people will say that it's easier, and because you just need to learn the format of grammar, and you also need to learn the Hangul, and then just get used to the formality levels, and that's it. And or if you want to learn Chinese, that's fine. I just really hope that you have a good luck in learning one of these languages. I think Chinese is easier, and I recommend you learning Japanese. But if you want to learn one of these languages, I recommend you learning Korean. So these are my opinion. You could start with any language that you want. You could start with anything that you want. But these are my opinions. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you have any suggestions, any questions, please leave it in the comments below. I'll make a video of that specific question that you're asking me. And thanks for watching. I really hope that you got something from this video, you learned something from this video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and comment below what language you think is easier. And thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't seen my vlog traveling to Guatemala, there are 3 parts. I recommend you watching that. I also said I was gonna do some vlogs, but I am still figuring out when or where, so stay tuned if I do any vlogs. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.